Hi, Rikka here, and welcome to our weekly uplift from the angels. And today we're going to be talking about what to do with fear and how do you not let fear stop you, and how do you actually embrace it so it dissolves into love. So everyone, go ahead and feel your feet moving down into the center of the earth. Good, and take a breath, breathing that earth energy up through your body. Releasing your day, getting grounded and present. Again, another breath. Breathing that beautiful space, that beautiful love from Mother Earth up through your body. Cleansing your body, your space. Good, and go ahead and bring your awareness up, 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 and take a breath. Breathing all that beautiful love from above down through your crown, through your heart, and out through your feet in the center of the earth. Good, and go ahead and say, I now invoke Source and the angels to be closer to me now more than ever. Good, bringing everyone into the space, feeling that beautiful presence of love. Good. Beautiful. Okay, so how to not let fear stop you. So when I first wanted to facilitate, I was scared to death. I remember I was at a festival and I was so nervous to get on stage. My heart was racing. I felt like I couldn't talk. I couldn't breathe. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? And I was paralyzed by this fear. But I knew in my heart and my soul that I was meant to show up bigger. Like I was meant to lead people, to connect them to Source, the angels. I knew that this was all for me, yet I had a mountain of fear in the way. So here's what I did to bring that fear into love. And this might seem very counterintuitive, but the reason why fear is controlling you is because you are willing to be controlled by it. Okay, so at that point, I was like, okay, what do I do with this? This is not going away. And every time, I'm in the presence of this fear, I cower, I get less than, I have made this energy greater than me. So everywhere you guys have made the energy of fear greater than your choice and greater than you, would you be willing to let that go? Good, so take a breath. Go ahead and say, I now release the beliefs and judgments that I've put in place that is allowing fear to be greater than me. Taking a breath and letting it go. Good. So what I did with the fear is I challenged it to intensify. This might seem kind of weird, but it actually takes the power away from fear. So I was like, oh, come on, fear. You really think that's going to stop me? Why don't you intensify times 10? Oh, come on, get even bigger, get even wilder. Try to shut me down even more. Come on. Even more, even more, even more. And I expanded it, made it bigger and tried to make it bigger and tried to make it even bigger and even bigger. And all of a sudden, the whole thing dissolved. And I realized what was happening was that my ego system was actually judging this greater state of being where I'm more connected with Source and have more energy going through me as something to be afraid of, right? So when I intensified it, it dissolved, and then I could actually choose to show up on stage. Now, when I show up on stage, there's a lot of energy moving through, right? And a lot of, frequency and vibration and love and higher dimensions. There's a lot happening. Now, if I put that ego system of trying to control that and trying to make that a negative or bad thing, and those beliefs giving it control over me, if I actually did that, I would be dead in the water. I'd not be able to do my job. I'd not be able to facilitate. So when you intensify that fear, you actually get to dissolve it, and then you can choose your way around it. Now, here's another piece of that tool that really assisted me when I was in that space. And that was make the fear your lover. So I was like, all right, bigger and more intensity and more wilder. Now just, oh my God, you are my lover. I'm just going to let you have your way with me. And what's amazing is that surrender actually, allowed it to dissolve. So what if, like when you think about going on TV or going on Facebook to do a Facebook Live or, doing a presentation or a public speaking or something, do you get the sense like, oh, right, there's a lot more energy, right? Okay, so what if that's all it was? What if it was just more energy? And more of, as well, if you're doing something spiritual, Source and the angels, they really want to be able to use you, right? They want to be able to bring in frequency and vibration and higher dimensions. So it's kind of going to rock your ego's world. So best to not have an ego so that you don't get scared, you don't get overwhelmed, and it's not too much, right? So when I generally get on stage, if you've ever been at an event with me or whatever, for the first few minutes of facilitating, hundreds of people or whatever, I'm generally laughing, giggling, and kind of making noises, right? The first 2 minutes. And what that is that I can't yet speak, right? There's so much energy running through that I'm just breathing and regulating my system and laughing and giggling and making noises. And all of this is to basically open my system up to let this energy flow all the way through me, all this beautiful, divine, higher energy. So hopefully that gives you guys a wonderful tool that you can use moving forward. Oh, they want me to give you one more before I go. Did you consciously choose to be scared from Source's infinite menu? No, right? So what if you're not the one actually choosing the fear? What if I am scared is not really a true statement? What if it was more accurate to say, there is, fear coming up in my system, but what do I choose? Well, I choose to expand even further. I choose to be even bigger. I choose to allow even more love and energy to come through, right? So that's your choice. So then what's this fear, right? So it's important to recognize that those feelings of fear aren't something that you're choosing, so that you don't make them personal. Because if you make them personal and you just go, I'm scared, then you're stuck in the fear. But if you go, I'm aware of this energy coming up, now we can do something with it. Now we can do the thing like intensify it, surrender to it, make it your lover, and actually shift that energetically so that you can move forward into your greatest, biggest, most expansive life ever. All right, everyone. Hopefully that was a beautiful lesson for today. Sending you all tons and tons of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Take care, everyone. Bye.